Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. This is Ninth Legion. Let's play some more Banished. So, we are still doing really well. In fact, we're doing so well that this series is probably going to be coming to a close soon, simply because we're kind of running out of stuff to do. We've built nearly every building so far. There's just very few things we haven't yet done. However, some of them are quite important. We don't have any of our own kind of alcohol brewing crops, which I'd like to see. We have no herds of our own for like cows and pigs and meat animals, which is something I'd like to see. So I'm quite content to play on for a bit and wait for some traders to arrive who will bring us all the good things that we are waiting for. In the meantime, I think it might be time for some urban redevelopment. Ooh, yeah, firewood has dropped down dramatically again. Now we've got 3 woodcutters, so I'm not worried about that. They should, they shouldn't have any trouble producing plenty of that. We've got so many logs stored up; it's untrue. But yeah, I'm thinking we might want to do some urban redevelopment here. And what I mean by that is, this place has grown quite organically, but it's also grown quite chaotically. There's no rhyme nor reason to it. We've got woodcutter here and here and here. So I think what we might want to do is start, organising. Let's start off by, I'm going to get rid of these crop fields. They're in the middle of town. No one grows crops in the middle of town. That just seems silly. So, get rid of that. There we go, that one's gone. Get rid of this one. There we go. Now, obviously, all my farmers have now... Well, my farmers have nothing to do. So for the time being, they can be labourers and builders, which will keep them happy. And we've got a nice patch of, ground over here, where we have, we've cleaned everything away. All the trees have been chopped down. They are trying to grow back, which is a bit rude if you ask me, so we'll get rid of those again. So what I'm going to do is this little peninsula over here will become our new farming area. I'm going to start off by extending the stone road. I don't actually have enough stone for that. How much stone have I got? 49. Right, there we go. Extended that far. And we're going to turn this into a crop field area. So to do that, where's my crops? There we go. Now I'm thinking we'll have 2 quite big ones. So we can get a 10 by 14. Let's have 2 10 by 14 fields. And those can both go there. And one will obviously be squash, and the other will be cabbages. So they've got a bit of variety. And in addition to that, we're going to build a storage barn here, directly opposite. So as soon as they harvest stuff, they'll store it right in there. Oh, we have a trader. What have they brought us today? Wheat seeds! Excellent! And apple seeds! Excellent! Okay. Well, I want those wheat seeds. I want those wheat seeds very, very much. So, I'm just going to give them everything I've got, really. Let's see. We might not have enough stuff here. Might have to... 2,500. Actually, no, we will. I do 49 of those and all the fish. 2,535. Oh, okay. Well, 48 of those. Everything by 20. I can't do maths, so bear in mind. They want 10 extra of something else. Have 10 cabbages. I said 10. There we go. Okay, do we want anything else they've got? No, I just want those wheat seeds. That's really what I want. Excellent. So we have wheat. And of course, perfect timing. We are now ready to set up another crop field. So where do we want our wheat field to be? Well, 12 by 12 wheat field there. Seems like it might do the job. There we go, and of course it's right next to the storage barn, so that'll tie in quite nicely. So that, well, apparently that is going to need 9 farmers. Probably don't have 9 people to spare right now, but we'll carry on. So there we go. Once we start bringing in wheat, we can start making more ale, which will be quite handy. So let's start. We'll take some. We'll get rid of one of the builders. We're not really building anything. 2 of them should get that storage barn up quite quickly. So there we go. The bare minimum to each work 1 field will be 3 out of 9, and that still leaves us with 3 labourers and 2 builders. So how are we doing at the moment? I've never had nomads arrive. I don't know. Don't know how to worry about that. So population is steadily increasing over time, which is doing quite well. We've got plenty of items in inventory. So this is a total inventory. This is everything in every storage barn. And as you can see, we've got 2,600 fish still. And I just sold 1,000 fish. Got 1,200 berries. Yeah, we've got quite a lot of stuff. 2,000. Wow, people need to eat more meat. We've got so much venison. That's crazy. We are using slightly more logs. Oh no, we're producing slightly more logs than we are using, so that's good. Stone. Yeah, we're still using a lot more stone. And iron. But we can work on that. Obviously we can put more people into our quarry. Yay, wheat! We can even watch the wheat grow. But we won't do that, because it'll be very boring for people. Yeah, so we're still saying we're low on firewood, which is a shame. I guess we've just got so many houses now. But we've got 3 people working on it. I've moved the limit up. We'll put the limit up to 1,000. I can't see any harm in it. My only concern is that if we're running out of firewood, we're going to start using up all our coal. And if we don't have any coal, then we can't make our steel tools, which is a shame. If we want steel tools, people work faster when they have steel tools. Now, I don't know, I suppose the labourers are off doing other stuff, which is why the items haven't been delivered for this and the road yet. Are we building anything else at the moment? I think everything else was finished, wasn't it? Yeah, I think pretty much everything else was done. Well, while we're waiting for that, let's see how the rest of these buildings are doing. So the hunting cabin, yeah, they're producing a lot of venison each year. It's quite impressive. Just still not that much leather, but it's enough to keep us in clothing. Forester's Lodge, yeah, a couple of 100 logs. I mean, between the 3 of them. 100, 150, 240, that's a lot of logs. And you can see a lot of the younger trees here. I mean, we could put a Forester's Lodge in a deforested area, like up here, and they would start planting trees for us to harvest. It would just take a little while for them to grow. Okay, looks like everything's been delivered for the storage barn, and our builders are finishing off the path here. Looks like she was working there. Each of them has turned up, done one bit of path, and then gone to work on the storage barn. I guess it's the fort that counts. Oh, our trader is leaving, so that's okay. Early summer. These are still coming in. We might want an extra farmer. A couple of people just become labourers, so let's bump that up to... We'll give that 6. I want to make sure we actually get these crops in. There we go, the storage barn is done. So it'll be nice and quick for them to quickly harvest all their stuff and drop it straight into there. And obviously this frees up more space in town for us, so that we can, you know, have a nice central living area for people. Now, the next thing I probably want to do is move the woodcutters, simply because they're all scattered all over the place. And this is the only one that's actually next to a place where we're keeping firewood. In fact, a lot of our firewood isn't even here anymore, it's actually kept here. Wow, look at all that. There's pretty much all the logs are there. Which I suppose is because they're all coming from here. Interesting. So, we might want to actually put our firewood cutter people... I've completely forgotten what that building's called now. The woodcutter. Up here. In fact, I think that's definitely what we want to do. It's going to cut into the forest a little bit, but I don't think that's going to be too much of a problem. Yes. Yes. Let's do that. Should speed up firewood production. There'll be a little bit more transportation costs, but I think it will be worth it. So, if we want to put woodcutters, and I want them literally facing onto that. So, can I... 1, 2, 3, and we'll even put more of a stone road leading along there. And actually, we'll extend that up a bit, so that's all fully paved, I guess. Is that the word for a stone road? I could say stoned, but that's almost certainly wrong. And yes, we'll build those three, and once they're complete, so I won't assign any people to them, we'll destroy these ones. And again, we can tidy things up a bit. I want to move these fishing huts as well, the fishing docks. They're kind of everywhere. Stone, yeah, we're doing okay on stone, I think. Food is suddenly dropping. I wonder if that's because we didn't have the fields done in time. They are being harvested now, so I don't think that's too much of a problem. It's early autumn, so we should still have time to get all this in. And you can see it's going directly into here. That's filling up quite quickly. Yeah, we have gone down quite a lot of food. Possibly that's because we sold a bunch. So we sold 1,000 fish from here, so that's been replaced with fish from here. But we can probably look in here and just see. So yeah, food. Yeah, we're using 1,000 and we're producing 1,000. So that's kind of over the last year. We suddenly, yeah, we used a bit more. I guess that's because we sold it. So that still looks to be pretty stable. And these are actually bigger fields than we've had before. So theoretically, that should give us, more food. Theoretically. So, what next? I'm actually considering moving the blacksmith. Once I've got rid of that woodcutter, I think the blacksmith will move there. So they're close to the stockpiles where the iron and wood is going to be kept. Now, how many people we got working here? We've got 8 people there, but we can probably bump that up again. Plenty of students aren't coming of age. There's currently 12 students, but we've got 21 children and 70 adults, so we're not doing badly at all. Looks like all the wheat came in. How much wheat did we get out of that? 600 wheat. Not bad. 500 cabbages so far. And 411 squash. So, yeah, that seems alright. And food's gone up quite nicely again. Can't really complain. So they've completed 2 of those, which is good. What we'll do is we'll start getting rid of these 2 first, because they're the furthest away from any stockpile. So remove structure. Not the road, not the road. Okay, remove that. And remove that. And they should automatically go and start working here. Yeah, so they've already kind of left, which is quite handy for us. I do like the weather effects. Actually, I'm going to slow down time. We haven't been on a slow speed for a while, but it's actually quite a pretty game. It's not fantastic graphics, but they more than do the job. And when you've got, a nice slow snowfall like this, I think the game actually does really do itself proud. It's really nice. We should have spent more time on lower speeds. We spent the entire game on speed 5, and we've been missing out on the lovely snow. There we go. Back up to speed 5. Ain't nobody got time for speed 1. So that last woodcutter's going up. Looks looks like the road's almost complete as well. There we go, and this should speed up wood production. You know, speed up the production of firewood quite a lot, because all they've, you know, it's literally right next to them. That third one is almost complete. As soon as that's done, we're going to get rid of this woodcutter. Well, not quite. Yeah, unfortunately people are still dying of old age. We do have quite an elderly population. Although our total population is now 104, which isn't bad. If we look at our population, yeah, we're definitely still going up slowly. Another batch of housing might increase that a lot. So yeah, we're down to 2 labourers and 2 builders, just because we've been covering a lot of deaths recently. Our cemetery is almost full. Good lord! So we're probably going to need another cemetery. I guess it can go in this area here. You know, we want to keep it next to the chapel, don't we? Where's the cemetery? There we go. Okay. We could put it here, you know, put the cemetery next to the hospital and the schoolhouse. Is that acceptable? Probably not. Well, okay. We don't need this stockpile. It's barely being used, and we've got another one right here. So if I get rid of this, there we go. And also we want to get rid of that. I could probably make quite a big... In fact, okay, I've got an idea. I've got an idea. It's probably a terrible idea, but I'm going to do it anyway. Right. All of that can go. Okay. Oh, we lost one of our farmers to old age as well. Good lord. So our population has actually decreased slightly now. We're down to... Well, we're still at 104, 105. Mostly because we've got so many students. But what... Yeah, okay, so cemetery is now full. Once these have been dismantled, which is going to take a little while because we're short on labourers, we're going to turn this into another big cemetery. And I think the blacksmith we'll put somewhere else. Maybe we want like an industrial area. Maybe down here. Or possibly over here. I don't know. Maybe the blacksmith being around here would be good. We are going to be encroaching in this area a tad. Which is going to reduce how much they're bringing in. But I think it'll be okay. Yeah, I think actually put it there, because it's going to be close to where all the wood's currently being kept. And it's close to where the coal's coming from. Have we got iron there as well? Yeah. Yeah, no, it's going to go up here. That's where the blacksmith will be. We might even have 2. Okay, we've got another trader. And he's only got wheat seeds for us. Okay. We don't need any more wheat seeds, we've got wheat. What else do we want? Let's get some apple, plums, and corn. Okay. Bring us that stuff next time. But right now you're useless to me. How much alcohol do we make? We got 5 ale. We've got 94 wheat. Maybe we need more wheat. Maybe... I don't actually know how much wheat goes into ale. I drink a lot of it, I don't make any of it. Those seem to be working pretty well. How much are they actually producing? Possibly this isn't going to be a good indicator because, you know, they're only been recently built. Well, they seem to be doing a pretty good job. I don't know if I can see how much you... No, I can't because you're being demolished. Won't show me how much you've been producing. Probably can see it on here though. Firewood? Fuel. Oh yeah, wow. So you're producing over 1,500 units in a year. That was quite impressive. And it'll be actually even faster now, with the less travel time. So that's all been taken down, so that can become our new super duper cemetery. Once I remember where it is. Okay, a 16 by 14, 56 stone. Well, we've got the stone for it, so that's fine. I'll leave the old one where it is. We don't want to go digging up old bodies, that just seems a bit grim. And I think, yeah, we'll put another blacksmith up here, so it's really close to that stockpile full of coal and iron. It would be nice if you could actually say what you wanted to be allowed in there. I mean, you know, there's a lot of firewood in there that we don't really need right now. That's not going to be needed for the blacksmith, you know. But unfortunately, we can't do that. So, where's the blacksmith? Tailor, blacksmith. Okay. Fact. Yeah, okay. We're going to have 2 blacksmiths, because we really want to get on with steel tool production. So we'll have 2 there. We'll have another stockpile in front of them, just to carry over any surplus. Stockpile is too large. Oh, I didn't know you could make it too large. There we go. That should do them quite nicely. That's all being built. And as soon as the first one of those goes up, we'll get rid of this one. We're going to start building some more houses down here, which will be quite nice for everyone. We might even want another schoolhouse soon. So we could start putting another schoolhouse around here somewhere, filling up that space we've got. Definitely think we need more wheat. There doesn't seem to be enough wheat to make ale. And the fact he's got 94 left and hasn't made any ale makes me think he needs at least 100 units. Which, if we're only producing... Yeah, it's only enough for like 7 beers. That's a bit of a shame. Okay, well, we might have to tackle that next episode, so I'm going to finish this one here. Thanks for watching. Feel free to leave a like, leave a comment and subscribe, and hopefully I will see you later. Bye.